Our next event on our Castrol Bathurst Grand Prix cassette is the Australian 350cc Grand Prix, and what an event this promises to be. It's the 54th Australian 350 Grand Prix, and believe me, there are some classic riders out there on the starting line to do battle around the Mount Panorama course for 8 laps as the field roars away from the starting line, and it's Jeffrey Sale on bike number 10, the TZ250 Yamaha, who grabs the lead to the left-hander at the end of the pit straight. In second placing, it looked like Donny Osborne on bike number 28 as they head along Mountain Straight now for the first time. Cresting the top, and it's Sale on 10. Then it was Osborne, a full field of riders cresting that very, very difficult hump along Mountain Straight. Very few 350cc capacity machines in this event, as you can see, with most of them bearing green number plates and white numbers, telling us that they're 250 capacity bikes, as we look here at Jeffrey Sale across the top of the mountain in second placing in hot pursuit of Donny Osborne on the Honda. Osborne, the find of 1984 and 1985 on the brand new V-twin Honda, the RS250R, a replica of the Grand Prix machine which Honda ran in the World 250cc Championships in 1984, and the youngster from Western Victoria putting the Nova Honda to very good use at the moment. End of lap number 1. 7 remaining. Jeffrey Sale in second position on bike number 10. Sale now across the top of the mountain for the second time is leading Donny Osborne on 10. Well, this is an incredible performance and a magnificent duel. The two riders on the 250s have pulled well away from the rest of the field, and it tells us something about the performance of these smaller capacity bikes. Of course, 250cc machines continue in their development overseas, and now for a couple of years the 350cc capacity class has not been run as a round of a world championship. So most of the machines in this event which are carrying the blue backgrounds and white numbers, i.e. the 350 bikes, are now starting to get very long in the tooth. But Jeffrey Sale heads down Conrod Straight once more with quite a handy gap over his nearest Honda rival, Donny Osborne. But look at that gap close. Goodness me, the performance of the Honda at the top end of the range is quite startling under the JPS bridge. Through the left-hander, and Jeffrey Sale fighting to try and pick up an Australian 350cc Grand Prix, which will be his first. Going back to our third place rider, I think at this stage of the game that may be Jeff McNaughton. Yes, there he is on bike number 4. He's in there doing battle with Steve Matheson as we go back to the leaders. Look at Sale on the inside. Osborne on 28 has to adjust his line as they go through the right-hander at Castrol curve. Somebody has come unstuck across the top of the mountain, and he is currently in the hands of the St John's Ambulance Brigade as Jeff Sale comes across the top of the Filmy, now cresting the rise at Skyline down to the dipper. Quite a handy gap back to Donny Osborne on the Honda. Jeff Sale this weekend riding the all-new TZ250N model Yamaha. It's the first time out for the machine. And as I said before, Donny Osborne, the 23-year-old from Geelong in Western Victoria, riding Honda's brand new RS250R. The two of the machines fairly evenly matched, as you can well see. And the question now on everybody's lips around the circuit at Mount Panorama is, can the veteran, Jeff Sale, the man who's been to Europe, competed in the World Championships, hold out the flying Donny Osborne? Blue flag comes out, 1 lap to go. Here's third placing Steve Matheson on 72. The first of the 350 capacity bikes in this event. Jeffrey Sale out of pit straight now. Matheson up to the right-hander now at GDX Bend. Jeffrey Sale with less than half a second gap, and the gap back to this man here about 4.5 seconds. And so the pressure really on, and it's Osborne. Osborne has managed to get Sale across the top of the mountain as they came through Castrol Curve, over the top of Skyline, and this is an incredible performance from the youngster. He is going to be hot property in this year's Australian Road Racing Championship starting in Tasmania. Absolutely stunning stuff as the two of these riders fight for supremacy across the top of the mountain. Down Conrod Straight now for the last time, and Jeffrey Sale might just have been able to hang on to this one by the narrowest of margins. On the last hump. Donny Osborne wringing the neck of the Honda. under brakes. Jeffrey Sale towards the left-hander now, lines himself up for the run to the checkered flag, and it will be Jeffrey Sale on bike number 10, who takes the 54th Australian 350cc Grand Prix. Second was Osborne, third here is Mappison on the 350, and that was a breathtaking performance from the two men at the head of the field. Confirmation of placings comes through after 8 laps. Winner of the Australian 350cc Grand Prix was Jeffrey Sale. Second went to Geelong's Donny Osborne on the Honda, and third went to number 72, Steve Mappison.